Alright, so this is the perfect part of the stream. I'm going to go ahead and talk about why I use Autopilot because I would say the number one thing that I see people jumping into my YouTube videos and leaving comments about is, oh my god, you should never use Autopilot. Autopilot's the worst thing ever. Why are you using Autopilot? Blah. So the general principle here is that if you're using Autopilot, it drops you out of what do you call it? Hyperspace warp. I'm still new to the terminology in EVE Online. It drops you out in some cases like up to 10 clicks from the Stargate, so up to 10 kilometers. And that can take time to approach. And that gives the suicide gangers the opportunity to hit you, blow you up, and steal whatever's in your ship's inventory. And all of the people who are EVE veterans all say the same thing. Don't use autopilot. Don't use autopilot, etc., etc., etc. For all those reasons. Yeah, Adam. Autopilot's really good, and you use it a lot when you play EVE. I'm using it a lot, and I will tell you the reasoning for that because I'm not running an expensive ship. I have a starter ship that was given to me with the Galente Enforcer, or just that story agent, the Enforcer story agent. This is one of 2 ships I was given for free. All of the fittings I use on this ship I was given for free. I have nothing in my cargo hold, 0 things in my cargo hold other than ammunition. All of those things combined with the fact that I'm just running story missions. I'm here to, like right now I'm doing the Sisters of, what is it called? The Blood, I don't even know what it's called. The Blood Star, Sisters of the Blood Star, something like that. Um, Bloodstained Stars, that's what it's called. The Bloodstained Stars arc, epic storyline arc, which has like 50 plus missions in it. It has no, I'm not touching PvP. Now, are there stream snipers who might come in when I'm doing a live stream like this on YouTube and Twitch and stream snipe me just to be idiots? Absolutely, that's a possibility. But I'm playing EVE Online in a completely different manner than most people, in the sense that I'm playing it purely for the storyline, for the PvE storyline. I accept that there is a risk to me playing a open PvP game in that I can possibly get hit, but all of these story missions so far have been taking place in high security space, which means I don't have to worry about um, getting hit with things because most of the people who are playing PvP are off in other places doing like the most current expansion, the most recent content. Excuse me. And as such, they're not actively interested with little guys like me who are running around in a starter ship, which is worth nothing, with nothing in the cargo hold. So that's why I'm not afraid to use autopilot. So I understand that if you don't use autopilot, you warp in much quicker, much closer to the gates, and you can very quickly get, it's like I think 0 kilometers, somebody said, so you're like right there on top of it and you can go. And Dribbomb also says, you're also not big enough to get stream snipe. Yes, you also need a few thousand viewers for someone to want to do something like that to you. Well, yes and no, Dribbomb. I definitely have I have a dedicated. You're not wrong, but I have had some very unfortunate circumstances with some trolls. I think the worst was last year when before we locked our Discord down with the moderation and had people required to do levels to get access to the voice channels. I used to have everything open, and I was streaming. It had to have been like either it was maybe one of the progression servers on EverQuest or something, but we were multi-streaming. It was me and some other people. We were multi-streaming, and we had our group together in the voice chat. And somebody had been spamming my Discord channel with corn spam already, and we had locked them down. We had banned like 25 members, and then we were streaming group chat. Somebody joined the group chat and immediately started yelling into the mic the N word over and over and over, and they got it out like 10 or 12 times before I was able to, in shocked panic, like alt tab out of the game, go over to Discord, ban the user, like, and then hope that I'm not going to get hit by like YouTube for someone coming on my stream and doing that. So technically you're not wrong that I'm not necessarily big enough to get stream sniped, but I do have trolls out there who will do crazy things to hunt me down because of past things that they think. There are some messed up people in the world, is all I can say. But yes, in the grand scope of things, I'm way too small to get sniped like that. And I don't think I think that what the people who are making the comments on my YouTube channels have to say is very valid if all of those things I talked about were true. If I was running PvP missions, if I was in an expensive ship, if I was doing like ore hauling or some sort of activity where I had really expensive stuff in my cargo hold, then it makes sense. Because like the cargo haulers are really slow. So if you're using autopilot coming back and you've got a heavy load and you drop out 10 clicks from the gate and it takes you, 5 minutes to get to there because you're so slow at traversing those 10 kilometers. I think that that's absolutely a valid reasoning to not use the autopilot. But for me, story missions, starter ship, I love the autopilot because literally I'm relatively new to EVE Online, so I can sit back and just enjoy the scenery and the music, and I can chat with the stream and not have to worry about all this manual stuff. So for me, um, that's um, that's a big deal. What am I doing here? Need to pick up hidden. I need hidden data sheets in your cargo. Now, where do I get these? That's the question. Dun, dun, dun. We're here. Pickup location. We're at the armaments factory. Is this something where I'm going to have to talk to somebody? I'm not quite sure how I would get this into my inventory is the next question. Anyway, before I get sidetracked with all this, I'll finish my conversation so that I can have this as a recorded video that I can pull out for YouTube. Ravi says I normally don't play multiplayer, but Eve is a game I would consider that in Star Wars: The Republic. Star Wars: The Republic is a great game. Don't sleep on it. It's free to play. You can level to max. The only thing you can't access is the most current story expansion. There's 12 years of other expansions that you can go through as a free to play player. Highly recommend it. That's one of the games that stays on my PC. I never delete it. That and Lord of the Rings Online. I love those games. So for me, um, the Autopilot is a great way for me to just immerse myself in the beauty of EVE Online and to just relax. I'm not here to do heavy, sweaty PvP battles. I'm not here to stress about, expensive cargo in my hold because I literally, if you go look, I might have a couple of things that I've looted off of. I have a thermal shield, a book, and some ammo. That's literally the only things in my inventory. If someone's gonna go out of their way to try to attack me and get some ammo, more power to them. My ship's insured. I'll get a new ship. It's literally not going to bother me because this is a starter throwaway ship that I got, and I got like three more starter ships in my other places, and I haven't even finished running all of the starter story agents, and those give more free ships. So it's like the only thing you're doing is going out of your way to provide me with content for my stream and for my YouTube channel, which gets me paid. That's how I make a living. So by all means, if that's how you get your kicks, I suppose it's better than murdering kittens, because some people out there are just twisted. So I don't stress about the autopilot. And I won't until I get to that point where I have expensive stuff in my cargo or I have an expensive ship that I've purchased. Which honestly, I don't know if that'll ever happen because I play this game on Saturday mornings only. I play it purely for the PvE story missions that we're running. I don't ever have plans to take it beyond that. I'm going to play it over the holidays, and then once I get to like January or February, I'll probably be done. Now, that could all change. This could be something I start to really get into on a weekly basis, but it's never going to be something that I play more than like once a week, twice a week. It's just here to add additional variety to the channel, and the guides are doing very well on YouTube. So as long as that's the case, I'll continue to hang out, play around, travel through space, do some space exploration, list some story missions, and put content out on YouTube, put some guides up and stuff. But yeah, I'm not worried about the autopilot, guys. It's not something that I have to stress about. So that's my thinking on that. So thanks for listening to my TED Talk. If you're watching the stream, we're continuing onwards. But if you're watching this as it gets pulled out and put up on YouTube as its own episode, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams at 5:30 a.m. and 8 p.m. Central, and we're multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. There's a Discord. We got a World of Warcraft guild if you want to come join us there, and we do lots of other things here. Check out the playlists. Onwards and upwards.